Good day, sir. My name is Ryan Griffiths. I'm here to apply for the job.
I'm gonna have some questions for you. It's not gonna take a long
Yep,
time.
understand.
The first question is, tell me about your personal life.
Well, I was born in England. I lived there 2 years. And then we moved to Germany, me, my mom, and dad. We lived there for 12 years. And then after that, I moved, because of my dad's job again, we moved on to the International School of Prague. And I've been living here ever since. I received my IB diploma there. And after that, I started working in several cafes and bars, such names as TGI Fridays, La Musica Cafe, and I can go on.
Okay.
Hard Rock.
Tell me about uh, yourself, but more work related, your experience.
Well, yeah, like I said, I was after that I worked at La Musica Cafe, at TGI Fridays. I worked there as both times as bartenders and waiters. And then I worked at several places in Davidson, several restaurants there. Again, these were mainly like short jobs, a few months. It was mainly for me, myself, to get some work experience. And now I'm looking to be somewhere for a bit longer.
Okay. What do you think is your greatest strength or your greatest accomplishment?
Well, to start with, my greatest strength, I believe I'm really international. I lived in many countries. The whole time I've been in international school. I'm really, how can I say, international cultured, which I think it's a big part when you live in such cities as Prague, where you have a lot of tourists from different places, and I think that's a really key aspect. I think one of my greatest accomplishments is receiving my IB diploma, because you work for 12 years, you're there so long, and then it's just nice to get that certificate at the end of all your hard work. Also, I'd say maybe kind of having a life after school. A lot of people worry that when they finish school, they don't have anything to go, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a specific situation in which
Alright.
you need to tell me what you would do if it happened in the cafe. So imagine a packed night. The cafe is full, and suddenly one of the computers breaks down and just turns off and doesn't turn back on.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do?
Well, first of all, if there's no physical, nothing where you can see that it's wrong, you just carry on. If it's normal, you first of all try and get an IT person to come and look at it. But more importantly, you first make sure the customers are all good and satisfied. And then say someone was working on their laptop, on the computer, you'd probably try and get them, free coffee, free drink. And I think mainly it's just make sure the customers are still satisfied, and then after worry about getting the computer fixed and make sure there's no problem with all the other computers.
Okay, where do you see yourself in 5 years, probably?
Well, in 5 years, I'd say it's fine if you go. In 5 years, I'd like to maybe have my own business, a similar, bar, a small, either a cafe, bar, or maybe even a restaurant, which I really like the idea of, after school I've worked at a lot of, wagering places, and I really like the idea of, having my own business in that line of work.
Okay. What do you think is your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness is 100% isn't good enough for me. When I reach 100%, I'm not happy with it. I want 110%. Once I have 110, I want 120. I think that's my greatest weakness, because I focus so much energy on one small task instead of using less but focusing on bigger tasks. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, I'd just like to know, how long has this business be running?
It's fairly new business. We don't really have a lot of time we're already working. Right now, I'm just trying to find good employees that will help me make this business, put this business on it. Good service for the customer.
So to say if I did get the job, about when would we start, or me and whichever other employees start working?
Probably right away. Your job is mostly you're gonna work a week, then you're gonna have a week of no work, and then next week you're gonna work and it's gonna switch. You're gonna have another guy who you switch every week.
So there's not a
In
lot
case one
of
of you are sick,
so there's not a lot of work really required.
not much, but there is going to be some effort because you're going to need to be kept track of that people don't break anything because computers are pretty valuable. And I don't.
And what would happen if a computer did break? What?
We are going to have a technician on call, so in case it breaks, you call him and he comes and try to fix it. If it's not, then we're going to have to work it out with the customer that broke it.
Well, it sounds good. It sounds like your business is about to get up and running. So thank you. And main question: did I get the job?
We'll see about that. I'll tell you.
Alright.
in a couple
I look
weeks.
forward to hearing from you.
Thank you.
Peace out, my nigga.